Yo, what's going on, guys? The Kitty G on EGTV. I'm back again with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about Douglas Luiz to Arsenal. Yes, the Aston Villa midfielder has been heavily linked to Arsenal over the past couple of hours, leading up from last night's game where we beat Aston Villa 2-1. And he was actually one of the goal scorers in the game for Aston Villa. But yeah, let's get straight into it. There's a lot going on right now. We need to break down everything that's happening. Full transcript of what's been happening from the beginning till now. There's just so much circulating around Douglas Luiz. It's going 100 miles a minute right now. All I know is Douglas Luiz seemed like this deal was potentially on the cards for him to go to Liverpool. There has been a last minute swoop from Arsenal to take over this deal, and it looks like Arsenal are now considering a 20 million pound offer for Douglas Luiz from to submit to Aston Villa. I personally think this is a good deal for us. I think this is somebody who can play two positions, very versatile, and they can come in Premier League proven and solve some of our issues. But let's look at some of them. Let's look at some of the news. Let's look at what's circulating around all the transfer news right now with it, and we're gonna get into it. Before we get any further, don't forget there's a question in the poll. The poll question is Douglas Luiz, yes or no? No meaning you're not interested or you don't think he's a good enough signing for Arsenal. Yes, meaning that you'd be taking him and you'd be okay with the signing of Douglas Luiz. Let's get straight into it, guys. So we're gonna go straight into Twitter. Good old Twitter has given us a couple updates. So first update that we received was from Rob Tanner. Rob Tanner gave us an update. I'm going to get to your comments in a second, ladies and gentlemen, but let me just get into it. Rob Tanner gave us an update on Tielemans, telling us that Tielemans will not be signing will not be leaving this season, so this summer. So that is the update with that. Then we have some updates with Tielemans not leaving. We see the Tielemans not leaving updates. That was about an hour ago when we received those updates, right? Those were the first updates that we received of the day. Shout out to you guys. Big up my bro. Big up Douglas Luiz scored screamers. Scored a screamer yesterday. Yeah. Hi, how's everybody doing? As you guys jump in, don't forget to hit that like button, guys. It's absolutely free. Don't forget to hit that like button. So yeah, the first domino that fell was the fact that Liverpool have agreed their deal for Arthur Melo. Liverpool agreeing their deal for Arthur Melo gives us a free hit to go and get Douglas Luiz, right? So then we start to hear some things. About 2 hours ago, we heard that the Palmeiras are not looking to sell. We want to buy him for around 20 million. They want around 35 million. So this is where these rumors started circulating. We got the rumors circulating that Arsenal is looking to looks like Arsenal are ready to test Aston Villa's resolve if they're willing to keep Douglas Luiz. Now, Talk Sports have reported this twice. Talksport reported that Arsenal are ready to make a move for Douglas Luiz. They're one of the first people to report it today. When they reported it, they basically came out and broke the news that Arsenal were looking at Douglas Luiz. This is massive news right here. Douglas Luiz is Premier League proven. He plays for Aston Villa. We played against him last night. This could mean big things for us this upcoming season if we are able to get all these deals over the line. But that is the question. Right now, Douglas Luiz, I want to know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts on Douglas Luiz in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think he would be a good signing? Do you think it would make sense financially? It's a very cheap deal, and he's Premier League proven. I think Douglas Luiz is in his final year of his contract also at Aston Villa, so we'll be able to test his resolve quite easily. Sorry, guys, if I have the sniffles. I've been sick all day. I literally even had to call in sick for work because I've been so sick. But yeah, bear with me here. So yeah, Douglas Luiz, I think this could be a great signing for us. But yeah, let's move on. You have Aston Villa's ready. You're hearing other stuff saying Douglas Luiz. Does he walk into our midfield? Does he walk into our midfield, ladies and gentlemen? Does he walk straight into our midfield? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. If Douglas Luiz walks into our midfield or if he doesn't. I want to know what you guys think. Because I think Douglas Luiz definitely is an improvement on what we currently have in our midfield, if I'm not mistaken. Then we go to what was said by some of the other reporters, right? A lot of reporters reported this morning, so we're just going to jump through some of the reports that came out, right? You had Arsenal are making a late move for Douglas Luiz from Aston Villa and prepared to bid up to £25 million. This is coming from the Sun. Jack Roser. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think that would be I think 25 million would be around the same money we would have paid for Tielemans, but this is a guy who can actually play as a defensive midfielder. It would be a decent price. 25 million. It's not too much money, and it wouldn't be like we're paying over the odds on the final day of the window. Seems like both parties would benefit. They get to sell their player for a reasonable price. We get to get a player in that can play as a defensive midfielder. And another key, Mikel Arteta has worked with him prior at Manchester City. So that is another thing. I want a trophy this season. We are not ready for a Premier League title. I hear that. The thing is, 25 million a Partey replacement isn't a priority. We have given to what we have given confidence to Lokonga. I hear that, but we still need more squad depth in that midfield position, my friend. We cannot trust what we have at this moment in time. We cannot trust what we have at this moment in time. Then we have another report coming out here saying from Miguel Delaney saying Arsenal are looking at midfield options with only two available. Tielemans has already. This is a key one. Tielemans already rejected. Approach been rejected. Danilo is like for January to see a like I don't know if Danilo is going to happen, basically, but Douglas Luiz is another option, obviously, right? So my question to you guys is Douglas Luiz, yes or no? Let me know in the chat right now what you guys think. Another report coming out here from Kia. If you guys don't know Kia, yeah, I had him on the channel a couple weeks ago. He reported that Douglas Luiz from Villa. We've been briefed earlier that they won't be sold today. Villa were briefing earlier that they won't be selling. He won't be sold today. Not saying it won't happen, although he has 12 months remaining on his contract. So that means, of course, it's very unlikely to happen. But he has 12 months remaining on his contract. Tielemans deal is off at this moment in time. Yes, the Tielemans deal is off. If you haven't already seen, let me show you. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Rob Tanner said the Tielemans deal is off. Ongoing, expected to be a big hitters to leave today. Tielemans last night. So yeah, there you go. No expecting. Leicester are not expecting any big hitters to leave. If you can see that right there, that is where we got the report that Tielemans is off. Now moving on quickly to the next one. Before we get there, Hector Bellerin could be headed to Barcelona. That is an interesting one. Hector Bellerin, yes, Hector Bellerin could be headed to Barcelona, ladies and gentlemen. That is the report coming out right now. Hector Bellerin could be. This guy can't even read properly. NBA, bro. If you don't know, I have a learning disability. I struggle to read to a certain level, so leave me alone, bro. I'll try my best. Okay. But yeah, Hector Bellerin is choice number one. Hector Bellerin is potentially could be headed to Barcelona. They are in advanced negotiations right there and he'll be available after he terminates his contract with Arsenal. That is the situation ongoing over there. David Ornstein reporting that Arsenal making an offer for Aston Villa midfielder Douglas Luiz. Admitted the 24-year-old Brazilian international is not for sale, but is understood he wants to leave, and Arsenal are exploring if it's possible before the deadline. This has also been reported by Gunnerblog, right? Then you can also see here the reports from Gunnerblog. Arsenal are making an offer for Douglas Luiz, who is keen to leave before the deadline. Aston Villa are determined to keep the midfielder. His deal expires in 12 hours. Could give 12 months. Could give Arsenal leverage. That is an interesting one there. Now, Fabrizio Romano also reported on this. Also gave us an update on this, but his update was pretty similar to what the other guys have reported already. When Fabrizio Romano reported on this, he said, let me show you Let me show you what Fabrizio Romano said on this, because it's very interesting to say the least. Here we go. Where is it? Here we go. Arsenal are not ready. Arsenal are now really trying to sign Douglas Luiz from Aston Villa. Not any. It's not an easy deal at all. But Arsenal are trying with the agents to work on it. The players understood to be keen for the move up to the club. So at this moment in time, it does seem like it's up to Arsenal on if we can get this deal done and over the line. I don't know if it's going to happen that easily. That is the reality of the situation. Shout out to everyone in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Honestly, do you guys think this could happen? Do you guys think this would be he would be a good player? Do you think he starts for us right away? Let me know your thoughts on YOURI, not YOURI Tielemans, Douglas Luiz. I think the fact that we were linked to him in January, we've already spoken to him, and personal terms and everything might not be that difficult since we've already spoken to him prior, right? 25 million pounds is about what Leicester wanted for YOURI Tielemans. There you go. Here's another reporter coming out saying Aston Villa have no intentions of selling Douglas Luiz. Let me show you guys this. Apparently, Aston Villa have no intentions of selling Douglas Luiz. Interesting. Aston Villa have no intentions of selling Douglas Luiz. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Aston Villa have no intentions of selling, but we can still test their resolve if we submit a bid, because Arsenal still have. If Arsenal are serious, we can still submit a reasonable bid and get the player. Now, Aston Villa have just signed Leandro Dendoncker from Wolves. Aston Villa have made a 15 million pound offer for Wolves' Leandro Dendoncker. Wolves are looking for a replacement before they accept a bid. So at this moment in time, if they're bringing in Dendoncker, we could potentially go and get what's his name, Douglas Luiz, and this could help ease the way for the signing. You never know. I personally think it's going to be an interesting last 11 hours of the day or before the deadline closes. But here's another report from Sam Dean. Let's see what Sam Dean has to say. Arsenal have their eyes on Douglas Luiz for a while, as reported here by J. Barton Telegraph. He is set to sign a new deal with Aston Villa until recently. On paper, at least, it seems to tick every box. 24-year-old Brazilian international knows Arteta. It definitely does tick every box. What is it? What are these guys talking about? Yo, shout out to everyone in the chat. Let me know, guys. What do you guys genuinely think? It says it on Google, LOL. You guys are having your own conversations. By the way, Ainsley Maitland-Niles does seem like his deal is pretty close to being done. Does seem like his deal is pretty close to being done very, very soon. So we'll see how close his deal is. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Ainsley Maitland-Niles deal being reported right now. That he's having his medical as we speak. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is having his medical as we speak, and he will be a Southampton player very, very soon. Hector Bellerin, on the other hand, Hector Bellerin is close to a move to Barcelona. Dimasio has just reported that Hector Bellerin is very, very close to a move to Barcelona. Barcelona are going to be getting him on a free deal after he terminates his contract with Arsenal. That is an interesting move. Barcelona coming in from deep to get Hector Bellerin. I did not expect Barcelona to go in for Hector Bellerin. Did you guys expect that? We need a winger and a defensive midfielder. I don't know if we're going to get a winger at this point. I really don't believe we're going to have enough time to get both. I think we're going to get one and that's it. I don't think we're going to be able to get both, guys. Let's be honest. I would love to get both, but it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to get both. We're going to probably get one or the other. That is the realest thing I can tell you guys. Also, we have 32 of you guys in the chat right now. Do me a favor, hit that like button right now. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost a penny. And each like you guys hit, it does definitely help the channel out a lot. Douglas Luiz is a good option for 15 to 20 million. We're not getting him for 15 to 20 million. We're going to have to pay 25 million to try to get him on the deadline day. Aston Villa know that we need a midfielder, and if we want to pay a certain amount of money, we're going to have to get him for that type of money. Reports are coming out that we submit that there's an offer floating around of 20 million. No confirmation from the tier ones of tier ones yet. Here's something interesting that we might want to see. One second, let's just see what this is. What does this say here? This is if you ask he was confident about keeping Douglas. Steven Gerrard was asked if he was confident about keeping Luiz. Gerrard said, "I'm not in control of that. That will be Douglas and his agent and what happens around that. I would like to keep him. He's a fantastic player. I've made that abundantly clear. We are not in a position where we need to lose our top players, but in the same time, Douglas Luiz has got a year to go, and it is one of those really touchy situations where the club has to do what is best for the club, even if it's not necessarily the best for me." Wow. Steven Gerrard on speaking about Douglas Luiz does not feel confident at all that he will be able to keep his player. That is an interesting situation. Interesting. Fabrizio Romano giving us an update on the winger that we were after, Mikhailuk. Shakhtar Donetsk are expecting Mikhailuk to stay at the club. No deadline move despite Brentford's interest, Everton's bid being rejected, and more in the 7 days. Arsenal have never submitted any proposals, interest, agents, contact, and nothing else. Okay. So we were just interested in the winger. We never actually went further than we needed to for this signing. Just goes to show you sometimes some of the stuff that we hear is not actually accurate. Iga is my best friend. Big up Lee Jackson. Big up Lee Jackson in the house. Douglas was in the city before Villa. Was he? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Yeah, he was. He was at Manchester City. Yes, he was at Manchester City. So he already has a relationship with Mikel Arteta. He's already played with. He's been managed by Mikel Arteta prior to coming to Aston Villa, and that is true. Mikel doesn't make sense. We already have Marquinhos. Maybe we were looking at just bringing in more squad depth in that attacking position. I know that Marquinhos is still very young, and a lot of people are even making the point that Marquinhos could be loaned out and not actually staying at Arsenal. That was the rumors that were circulating, potentially that he could not even be staying at Arsenal. So you never know. Sometimes you never know with these rumors, man. They're up and down. Aston Villa admitted that Douglas Luiz is not for sale, but is understood that if the right offer comes in, they potentially sell him. Let's not lie. All these things circulating 24/7. The main thing is if it happens, we're going to have to pay what Aston Villa are looking for. We cannot test them by lowballing them. They're not going to accept a lowball bid for this today. Moving on through some of these other things. Let's just see what else is going on quickly. Everton made a bid for this guy. That's nothing. It's kind of weird seeing Arthur Melo going to think. Arsenal make £25 million Douglas Luiz decision after Leicester are set transfer demands. Yeah. Would you rather have spent the 25 million on Douglas Luiz or YOURI Tielemans? Because at this moment in time, it doesn't seem like we're going to get Tielemans. Come on, give me more Tielemans update. If you don't know, Rob Tanner, Leicester Tier 1, has already reported that it's not happening, my friend. Leicester Tier 1, Rob Tanner reported that it's not happening. Let me show you guys one more time. Leicester Tier 1, Rob Tanner reported that this is not happening. He is staying. Where is it? Right there. Yeah. Leicester Tier 1 of Tier 1 saying that Tielemans is unlikely to leave Leicester. Leicester have reported that it's unlikely that he leaves Leicester. In terms of ongoing, Leicester are not expected any big hitters to leave today, including Tielemans, as As of last night, no offer made for Tielemans, and Rodgers planning for tonight's game with him in mind, especially with Madison's hamstring injury. But a fringe player may go out. So there you go. Tielemans is off, ladies and gentlemen. Tielemans is off. Tielemans will happen next summer potentially. Potentially, yes. Potentially next summer. Pedro Neto to Arsenal. If I'm not mistaken, last thing I heard on Neto, was it's not happening. Pedro, let me see. Neto, let me see what's going on with Pedro Neto. Because if I'm not mistaken, Pedro Neto is off. Pedro Neto U-turn. That's what I'm seeing here. Pedro Neto versus Mikhailuk. Pedro Neto doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. But what exactly took place? What exactly took place? Let me check this for you guys. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto is tempted by Arsenal, but could make a last-minute transfer. That was about 2 days ago. But reports are that Arsenal have made a U-turn and are not willing to pay the valuation that Wolves want. Wolves want around 50 million plus. Arsenal were looking to test their resolve for a little bit less than that. We weren't looking to pay as much as Wolves wanted. Let me just get the exact quote on how much we were apart. It seemed like we're apart quite a bit between Wolves and Arsenal. Where is it? Yeah. So the Molyneux wanted earlier this year, tied him up to a new contract until 2027. Bruno Lage and his guys, Molyneux will demand over 50 million, and Arsenal do not have other targets if they are not willing to meet the valuation that they're asking. So at this moment in time, it doesn't seem like we're willing to meet the 50 million pound valuation. We do have other targets in Zaha and YOURI and this Mikhailuk guy from Ukraine, but it does seem like Zaha is not really advanced. He was closer to potentially joining Chelsea than Arsenal. We haven't really made another move for Zaha. YOURI, on the other hand, the deal was there for the taking if we really wanted him. He's around 33 million pounds, but it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting a winger in this window. Let's be honest. At this moment in time, it's very late. If we get a winger in, I would be surprised. I would be very surprised. The question I have is, Villa have had a bid accepted for Dodonka. Villa have just had their bid accepted for Dodonka. So with the bid being accepted for Dodonka, does that mean Aston Villa are now going to sell us their player? Are they now going to sell us Douglas Luiz now that they've had the bid accepted? The bid has been accepted. Big update. Big update. The Dodonka bid has been accepted. These moves are happening so quickly, guys. So Aston Villa have had their bid accepted by Wolves for Lissandro Dodonka. The transfer fee will be around 15 million. Guaranteeing Wolves the 25-year-old Belgian international will have his medical completed today and move to Aston Villa. Now, with this deal happening, could this be the domino effect to get us Douglas Luiz? Are you going to be live before the deadline tonight? Yes, I will be. I will be live. Any players Arsenal have been linked with Iga? Yes, we have been linked with a couple players similar. We've been linked to Douglas Luiz right here. Timina, we've been linked to Douglas Luiz, and Douglas Luiz does seem like the main guy that we are after today. What is your thoughts on Arthur Melo going to Liverpool? I'm a Liverpool fan. I think he's a good player for us on loan. I think Douglas Luiz I think Arthur Melo is a decent player. I just didn't want him at Arsenal because I didn't fit. I didn't think a 2-year loan deal or buying him on a permanent is a good move for Arsenal. But I feel like he will be better suited to Liverpool's midfield, and you guys do need midfield help at this moment in time with Fabinho there. And the fact that you guys have all these industrial midfielders, he's not the most mobile midfielder, but what he'll be able to do is at Liverpool, he'll be able to help you guys out quite a bit. Right now, I'm just looking at Arthur Melo, and I'm saying to myself, it came out of nowhere. Like, Liverpool don't really make those kind of signings. To me, it is what it is. It's a stopgap, and as a stopgap, it's a good stopgap. If you guys bought him on a permanent, I would be questioning a little bit more. I'm not an expert on the guy. I've been looking at him for a while now, but for me, when I'm looking at him, I'm saying to myself, he has a creativity. He's a sly build. He's honestly, he'll slot right in, and he'll bring more of an attacking edge to what Liverpool currently have out of Milner and Henderson. He'll be more of an attacking player than them. He will press. He does. He's a good presser. He very much presses very hard, and I think he will be suited to Liverpool. But the reason why I didn't want him at Arsenal is because I felt like it was a very underwhelming signing, and potentially we could have done better than him at the time. Could have done better than him at the time. And especially with Jordan Henderson's injury, I think he will be very suited to that 8 role, coming into that 8 role for you guys. We already have Granit Xhaka and all these other guys. I would have preferred YOURI Tielemans to Arthur, but you're not going to get YOURI Tielemans on loan. Leicester want ridiculous amount of money, and if your club is not willing to spend money at this moment in time, you guys got a good, decent loan deal for a player. Let's not lie. He's decent. He's a decent player. It's just, I don't think it was a good idea if we bought him full term. Injuries, yeah, he does have injury issues. What is Douglas Luiz's age? Douglas Luiz is 26. Am I wrong? Douglas Luiz is 24. Wow. Douglas Luiz is only 24 years old. Douglas Luiz is only 24 years old. Wow. Breaking news, he's staying. Yeah, bro, you're late. You're late. We already covered that. He's 24 years old. He's not going nowhere. I have seen Arsenal. Have you seen Arsenal talking with Maddison? No, we haven't spoken to Maddison since last summer before we bought Odegaard. It's been a while now since we've spoken to Maddison. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button. We have 42 of you guys in the chat. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Right? Let's at least get the stream past 30 likes. Come on, guys. You can do much better than that. We have 88 votes in the poll, but we only have 28 likes. You can do much better than that, guys. Come on. He's 25. He's not 25. Arthur is injury prone and is a stopgap signing for FSG and Klopp. Yeah, it's not a bad signing. No Neto cry. We're not crying over Neto, man. Right, you said last summer transfer window was underwhelming. What do you think about this summer's transfer window? Okay, I was completely wrong about last summer's transfer window, where we signed a lot of players that proved us wrong. Right? Let's see Arsenal's transfer window right now. Arsenal's transfer window so far this window has been very interesting. Right, we thought for a second we were gonna get a bunch of players and spend a bunch of money. We did. We spent a lot of money. And 1 second. Can you guys see? Can you guys still hear me? Yeah. We spent a lot of money, and about how much we spent? About 118 million pounds. Right. We brought in Gabriel Jesus. We brought in Zinchenko. We brought in Fabio Vieira, Matt Turner from last year, basically, and Marquinhos. Overall, let's keep it real. We don't know what Marquinhos and Fabio Vieira are going to bring. Matt Turner is just a backup at this moment in time. We've brought in 2 players that have raised the levels of the first team. I'm quite underwhelmed. At this moment in time, I would say the window has been a 5 or a 6. I'd say it's a 6 out of 10. But last year, I also said it was a 6 out of 10 because I didn't know what some people would bring to the team. If Fabio Vieira brings what he brought to his team in over there in Portugal, we will have a different opinion of him. If Marquinhos brings something different to what he brought over there, we'll have a different opinion of him. I think it's still very, very early to judge it, but I think anywhere between a 6 or a 7. I think would be a fair rating for this window. I think it's the fact that we signed some of these players so late. You know what I mean? But yeah, it does look like Tielemans is expected to stay. Um, Tielemans is expected to stay at Leicester, and Hector Bellerin is close to joining. Hector Bellerin is close to joining. What's it called? Barcelona. That is crazy. That is crazy to think Hector Bellerin is going to be joining Barcelona. Like, wouldn't you have thought that was something that wouldn't have that was off the cards at this point of in his career? I didn't think he would be potentially moving at this late in his career to Barcelona. Wow, good on him. He gets a dream move late in his career, and it's on a free transfer. So Barcelona win-win for them. I can't believe Hector Bellerin is going to Barcelona though. Can you guys believe it? Hector Bellerin at Barcelona in 2022. This is mad. This is actually mad. Actually mad. I wouldn't have thought that. I wouldn't have thought that. Wouldn't have thought that. Honestly. I wouldn't have thought that, honestly. But yeah, let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section. Bellerin to Barcelona. Yeah, I can't believe it. You know what? I can't believe it either. Personal terms agreed according to Fabrizio Romano. No way. Personal terms agreed with who? Alessandro Dondonka. Is that what you're talking about? Oh shit. Oh shit. It's progressing. It's progressing. It's progressing, ladies and gentlemen. It's progressing. It looks like Arsenal have agreed personal terms with David Douglas Luiz. Yes, people, we are actually working on this. This could actually happen. I still believe this can happen right now. Wow. Wow. This is gonna change every hour. You're gonna see more and more changes on this. You're gonna see potentially everything changing as we go. But personal terms have been agreed. Now we just need to submit a bid. Arsenal are prepared to reach an agreement with Douglas Luiz on personal terms. Keen on a move, working on progress. Negotiations still ongoing, but not an easy one. Between the clubs, it's going to be a difficult transfer. Between Douglas Luiz and Arsenal, I think it's going to be quite simple to get personal terms sorted out. Don't you? I think it's going to be quite simple to get personal terms sorted out. If the player wants to join Arsenal, if he wants to join the club, he's definitely he's definitely still going to be on. He's definitely going to join. It's not going to be that difficult. Do you think we still need to sign? Do you still? 1 second. Do you think we will still sign a winger? I don't. I really do believe this. There's going to be one signing coming in before the window closes. One. That's it. I don't think there's going to be 2 or 3 signings. Arsenal last ditch Gakpo swoop fail for Neto. Now potentially Murray. Arsenal are set to U-turn and go back to PSV Eindhoven for Gakpo in the final hours of the window. I don't believe that. Who reported this? Are you making this up, Netweed? Are you making this up? I don't believe that Arsenal are going after Gakpo, especially after PSV have just come out and said Gakpo is staying. If you didn't see the reports are that Gakpo is going to be staying at PSV Eindhoven and he will not be leaving anytime soon. That is what the reports are saying at this moment in time. You know what I mean? That is what the reports are saying at this time. Yo, Leicester have just signed another player. But yeah, Leicester have made their decision. They are not selling Tielemans before the deadline. Leicester are not selling Tielemans before the deadline. He is not going nowhere at this moment in time. That is the reality of the situation. Very unfortunate. No, I'm saying Arteta can keep you imagining Newcastle taking Tielemans under our noses. No, Tielemans is not moving. the Tielemans is not going nowhere this window, ladies and gentlemen. It's done. He's not going nowhere. Um, they've reported that he's going to be staying. He's going to be staying at Leicester. So I trust those reports. More reports coming out from Hector Bellerin, awaiting a call from Barcelona to confirm his signing. Very complicated. Interesting. So Hector Bellerin is just waiting for the call to confirm his signing before he terminates his deal. Another Brazilian at the Emirates would be sensational. He's a top player. I really do believe Douglas Luiz is a top player. Gerrard basically admitting last night that it's a tough situation with the whole Douglas Luiz situation. And with that being said, it could still happen, guys. It could still happen. I think we are gonna get Tielemans and Neto in January. Um, I don't think we're gonna get both of them in January. I think you guys don't realize how difficult it is to get deals done in January, especially depending on the situation the club is in. If Aston Villa uh, 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 are struggling right now and it's going to be difficult for us to get Douglas Luiz. If Leicester and Wolves are not doing so well, and Neto and Tielemans are big parts of their team right now and playing as one of their best players, it's going to be very difficult. We need to be doing so well where we don't need some of these players. That's what it needs to be. We need to be doing so well where these players are just on the radar. I think, you know what, Tielemans, big boy signing, Neto, big boy signing, but will it happen? Probably not. I'm not going to get your hopes up. I don't want to lie to you guys. I don't want to lie to you guys. I really do believe if we're going to get Tielemans, it's going to be uh, potentially in January or in the summer. Pedro Neto, I don't think that's going to happen at all. At all. I don't think Pedro Neto is going to happen at all anymore. I've given up hope on Pedro Neto. I've moved on from Pedro Neto. 2 to 3 players before the transfer window closes tonight. I'm happy with one. You're talking about 2 to 3. I don't think we're getting 2 to 3 players. We're probably going to get one at best. One player at best, in my opinion, comes in. We're not getting 2 to 3 players. That is extremely ambitious. Extremely ambitious to think we can get those many players in. That is extremely ambitious. I don't think we're gonna get those. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that's extremely ambitious, and I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. Um, what are we saying here? But we have injuries now. You know what? I think the team is going to look at the situation that they're currently in, and they're going to evaluate each situation separately. Yes, we have injuries, but they're not going to jump the gun. You know what I mean? Yes, we have injuries, but they're not going to jump the gun. They're not going to go crazy. Crystal Palace made a bid for a player. Hector Bellerin is still building. Just walk through the mix zone. Could move to Barcelona. Interesting. That is interesting that he could move to Barcelona. Um, that is very interesting. Right? Okay, you just messaged me. Yes. So, is there anything else today? No, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up there. Unless you guys got any more questions to ask in the chat. Can you believe people still want to go to Barca after the situation with Griezmann and De Jong? Yeah, I seen that. I think the 2-1 Edu is very wise. Ethan, you really believe we can? How many more signings do you guys think we can get before the window closes? I don't know. I don't know. How many more signings do you think we can get before the window closes? Uh, I don't think we can get too many signings in, but some of you guys might believe we can get in a bunch, but I'm not as confident as you guys. Zaha and Douglas Luiz would be a good window. Skills, I think it would be very difficult for us to get Zaha before the end of the window. Douglas Luiz already by himself is a difficult deal. I think if you get one more deal done before the window closes, I'll be gassed. I don't know. Iga, you let Arteta off with 0. 1 or 2, I'm a happy chip. Yeah, 1 or 2, I'm happy. But it's more likely that it's going to be 1. I don't think it's going to be the 2. I don't think we're going to actually get 2 signings in. I don't believe we'll be able to get 2 signings in. But Arsenal making a move for Douglas Luiz just makes me happy. It just makes me feel like, you know what, we're actually trying to do stuff. We're actually trying to make work. We're trying to sort some stuff out. Because Arsenal of old, a couple of years ago, we would deadline day would come and we would know that we have no idea what we're doing. You got stuck for words. Huh? This is reality. Hey, I back the manager. But if the manager doesn't want to sign a player, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? If the manager doesn't want to sign a player, what are we going to do? We can't force the team to go out and make moves if they don't want to make moves. You know what I mean? They're not interested. If they're not interested in making a move, you know, we might pay the part. We might have to pay the price going down the line. Liverpool getting relegated? No, stop it. If a player had to choose between Arsenal and Tottenham, who would it be? We pay more money, and we give you an opportunity to start right away. You go to Tottenham, you're in the Champions League. It depends what you want. We can stack 11 players, top 4, 100% done. If we get one more player, forget about top 4. I'm trying to finish as high as possible in the league. I'm not trying to win the league, obviously. I don't think we're going to win the league this year. Obviously, that's the goal every year, but I don't think we're going to do that. Arsenal look better than Tottenham. Yeah, we do. We play better football than them. We currently have more points than them. We're not struggling against teams like West Ham like they are. You know what I mean? So let's see where it goes from here. Let's see where it goes from here. Douglas Luiz came on last night, scored, and this is what happened. Now we might get him in on a deadline transfer. Pretty interesting if you ask me. Charles Watts just reporting that Hector Bellerin to Barcelona is progressing. Anything else coming out? Nah, people, that's pretty much it. I'll be back later. Anything else that we need to see? Let's see. 1 second. Let me see if there's anything else that I've missed. Douglas Luiz bid of 25 million potentially on the cards. Hector Bellerin advancing to Barcelona. Murrick deal. What happened with the Murrick deal, by the way? Ainsley Maitland-Niles also headed to the Saints. Yep, Ainsley Maitland-Niles headed to Southampton. We've already spoken about that. Aubameyang. You know, Aubameyang could be headed to Chelsea, guys. Aubameyang could be headed to Chelsea. That is an interesting one too. I'm very, very intrigued by that deal. Arsenal bracing for Bellerin for Martinelli bid. What? Oh yeah, did you guys hear about this? Apparently, AC Milan are looking to bid for Gabriel Martinelli in the case that in the situation that we end up not getting the player that we want. Honestly, I don't believe it. The Gunners have a plan B for Tielemans, and it looked like Danilo, but now it's Douglas Luiz. I honestly do believe these are not panic signings. We were linked to him in January. So do you think it's a panic buy if you get Douglas Luiz? I don't think it is, because we were heavily linked to him in January. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm really, really underbuy this. And finally, Murrick.
Mudryk terms agreed. Arsenal have reportedly agreed personal terms with Shakhtar Donetsk winger Mykhailo Mudryk.
But he is no longer joining Arsenal because even though and those personal term reports, everything else were false. So those reports of Mykhailo Mudryk joining Arsenal not happening. Ruben Neves to Arsenal, which we were heavily linked to last year, not happening. Pedro Neto, not happening. It's sad to say, but there's so many potential transfers that could have happened that are not happening. It's crazy. Arsenal have bid 20 million. Sky Sports are reporting. Interesting. Sky Sports are reporting that Arsenal have made a 20 million bid. Yep. Arsenal made a £20 million bid. The Independent have reported Douglas Luiz bid for 20 million. Woo! I'm not gonna lie. This is it's. I feel like it's gonna change all day. I feel like it's just gonna change all day. There's just gonna be so much changing. Wow. Arsenal have made a £20 million bid. Could this deal now happen before the end of the day? Could 20 million be enough to prize him away from Aston Villa? 20 million. Would 20 million be enough to get him away from Aston Villa? That is a question I asked you guys. Douglas Luiz. LOL. Nah, he's rubbish. Who's rubbish? Douglas Luiz is rubbish. Really? You're hating, bro. You're hating. You're hating for no reason. Why are you hating for, man? Why are you hating? What's with the hate? Makes no sense. Aubameyang is pushing for the Chelsea move. He wants to return to the Premier League. Interesting. Interesting. I'm very, very sad. I won't be able to stream all day with you guys, but Arsenal midfielder Josh Okonkwo will be joining League One side Charlton Town on a permanent, I am told. Big up to him. Douglas Luiz is a good player. Yeah, man, Douglas Luiz is a good player. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed all the little articles and everything that I ran through. I'll be back later with more. This is gonna be a busy day with transfer stuff and everything else going on. What is this? What is this? What is this? Wolves have accepted the bid for Aston Villa for 13 million for Lissandro Dendonka. That could be a domino effect now, meaning that we could potentially get the guy that we want. But the guy is cheap as chip. So what are you chatting about? Leave the hate and negatives for the others. Thank you. Big up to you. Big up to you, Mr. Khan. Big up to you. Skills in the house. Laughing. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll try to come back with another video later today. Hopefully there's some movement on Douglas Luiz, and maybe we could even get a potential second signing. We'll see. But yeah, you guys have yourselves a good one.